Hello everybody, it's Kevin again for our easy peasy 15-minute daily drawing. So what are we doing today? Well, more often than not, people, when they say or discuss drawing, they really have no idea what to draw. I can't tell you how often people are like, oh, I can't draw faces, I can't draw anything, I can't draw. So this is a little bit of a diary sketch type process. This is a good book today, right here. It's called Draw Your Day, and it's kind of like almost like a diary entrance. Let me give you an example of one of them that we're going to do today. Let's find one. All right, so this is a perfect example of one of them. So we got some components. So we got something that you're looking at, something that you're eating or drinking. You got the date here, and you just got some words and thoughts. We're just kind of emphasizing the different parts as we do it. So that's what we're going to do today. Yeah, a quick little thing. Make sure you have some sort of caffeinated beverage. I've taped down my my paper so it stays still while we're working. And then I just got a variety of things here. I got a Sharpie marker. I got a highlighter. I got a trusty pencil. And I got 2 colored pencils. So really I just kind of went through my desk and grabbed a few things, but really the point is that you can draw with anything. So I'm just going to start off with the date. So today is October 19th. So, it's kind of one of those things we could do. Okay. You can imagine doing something like this if you're on the phone with somebody. Just kind of like continue to sketch the same details. Okay, just kind of a little accent. Okay, and just go over it. There's no wrong lines like we discussed the other day. There's never a wrong line. Okay, I should have grabbed a sharper pencil, but we'll just go with it. That's the whole point. I'm regular Bob Ross here. You just kind of got to go with it. Whatever your heart follows. I'm going to do this. It is 2021, am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Unless we're not in the same time zone.
Yeah, no, it could be. So yeah, so now if I'm looking around, you can't see what I'm drawing, but I'm just going to start drawing. We got a potted plant nearby, so I'm just going to kind of start with that. Again, just start with whatever you see. And just kind of let the could be exactly what you see. It could be kind of feeling. Okay, and I'm drawing this, and this is a little bit of a shaky line here, but I'm going to let that go, because even though it's a spider plant of sorts, it's not as shaky as it appears. They're actually, the lines are kind of sharp. But the point is that just draw and don't worry about it. All right, and we can crispen it up. So these lines are, as you can see, are a little bit wavy. I could spend all day erasing them and kind of coming up with something better, but that's not the point. The point is just to kind of like access that drawing zone where you're just kind of enjoying yourself. Okay, so I'm just going to do, I got a little shading here. We're going to do this. Okay, give it a little color. Okay, and that's the fun, isn't it? I'm breathing a little bit easier already. I don't know about you, but it's just kind of relaxing. We just go like, the understanding is that there's no bad lines. It's all fun. And we're just kind of like, this isn't going up in the Met, okay, or the MoMA. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now here's where we have the wavy lines here, but I can accent it with a stronger line. So okay, and just by the Sharpie itself, Okay, the Sharpie has a definitive, very definitive line. That's why I like it. Okay. Okay, you can't really do lights and darks with it as much, but it kind of gives this strong characteristic to it. Okay, and then that's a nice combination. We got the Sharpie. I'm going to toss in some yellow, even though the plant doesn't have too much yellow, but it's a nice touch. Okay, and again, who thought about drawing with a highlighter? I did, because that was all I had. That's what I found. That's the fun of it. You don't need to go to the store. I mean, if you want to. The most depressing thing I've ever run across is when you buy a lot of really cool art supplies and you're like, oh, this is the time. I'm going to start that art project, or I'm going to get really excited about making artwork, making all these cool marks. And guess what happens? You buy all the fancy artwork, and the fancy pens and pencils don't help you draw anymore. All right, another aspect to do with something like this, you can do windows. All right, so I'm going to do a little window here. Okay. Now we could label this window weather. Okay, but that's the beauty of windows and drawing. You don't have to label it. You can just kind of draw something that signifies the weather. So it is kind of some orange and some green in the trees right now. Okay, so this isn't even like, are those leaves, Kevin? I have no idea. It's just a little sketch. All right, so then yesterday we did a little bit of this shading. I'm going to kind of do a little more of that. And again, we'll find out what happens. But really, when someone looks at it, they can see, you know, it's maybe a treetop or a tree feeling. It can really be anything. Again, so it's just lovely. Okay, we got some deeper blues because it's kind of getting close to a little bit later afternoon. Oh, this is coming out lovely, lovely, lovely. Again, a little darker at the top, kind of fade down. All right, so that's kind of our little weather address. Might hop back in here. Oh, time for a little sip. Yeah, I have a mask on, I can't take a sip. We'll just continue. All right, okay, so again, it's almost like, again, like we said earlier, it's almost that phone call drawing where you're kind of sketching when you're on the phone with somebody, they don't see what you're doing. And you're just having fun, you just kind of continue to go over some lines. Okay, add stuff, keep going. Okay, kind of eventually everything gets labeled or, all right, so again, okay, let's just have some experiment here. Okay. Okay, let's just do tops of, okay, sometimes you don't need to fill in everything. That's the artist's decision. Okay, is to figure out when to add color, when to do stuff, and how far to push it. All right. All right, so we got a couple of things going on here. You know, I'm just going to do the tape dispenser. I know it's it's an odd thing. It's almost like a boat. It's almost like a wall. Okay.
It is.
Okay, then we got this weird sharpness. And again, this is starting to get a little expressive here. Okay, it doesn't really have that sharp of a bite, but okay, I'm just gonna, it's kind of a, okay, dips quite a bit. So. Okay. Again, the lines are kind of following the feeling. Okay. To me, that's a tape dispenser, but there again. Okay, sometimes again a stronger line here and there can kind of help with it. Now, for my tape dispenser, it has a little bit of a well right here, so I'm just gonna, there's no blue in it, but that's what I like about it. Okay, and there's some blue back here, because that's where it's kind of, these are the two weirder, deeper sections. Okay. Again, we're just having some fun. And like we did yesterday, sometimes when you start shading, it's amazing how you can just like, there's no wrong line, but eventually what happens is you just cover stuff up. It's kind of gentle it out. You sound a little like Bob Ross, don't I? Just gentle it out, get it like go in the background. And I can just feel relaxed. A little relaxed breathing right now. And again, these lines here kind of emphasize, okay, the weight and the shape. Okay, and then these lines here, this is kind of drawing and labeling. And then we got the weather here. It's a beautiful day out. Kind of got this little green orange here. It's kind of autumny. And we got our plant here. You know, this plant might need a little bit of soil right here. Just to, again, yesterday we were filling in some of that negative space. Okay, and we got this. Okay, so we got a couple of things, just taking stuff in. What should we do next? I don't know. Sometimes when you get stuck, just I like to do like a random mark. Okay, so we'll do like a, there's a chair over there, so I'm gonna do the big chair. Okay, it's a big gray chair, but like initially I needed something to start. Sometimes you need to be bold. Okay, the chair and the tape dispenser, they're not on top of each other in real life, but in this situation, I just needed something. So I just kind of started drawing with a big mark and decided, okay, we're kind of, if this was the initial mark here, I would just fill it in. And there again, the back of a chair. Just gonna fill that in slowly. Start with a strong, again, strong base sometimes helps. Okay, and then strong corners. Kind of feel it out a little bit. Okay. I'm feeling good. How are you guys feeling? Everyone good out there in, it's not TV land, it's YouTube land-ish. I wonder how many people have joined us. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't need to show this to anybody. Or you could. You could hang it on the fridge if you're happy with it. That's the best part about it. And the best part about it is just, you don't have to keep it forever, but keep it for a little while. So after we've done a handful of these, we actually can kind of see our progress. Because if you just took a drawing here and there and never really looked at them again, you wouldn't see any progress. But I'm telling you, if you do this for a couple of weeks, even a couple of months, you will, hello, how are you today? Good, still a little drawing. Yeah, I love drawing. So yeah, so like I was saying, just keep these drawings in a spot where you can, again, doesn't have to be any super fancy place. Again, they're not going to be hanging anywhere special, but hold on to them so you know yourself how far you've come and how far you're going here. So, all right, so again, that's about 15 minutes today. So we're going to say, we're going to go easy, easy peasy. Okay, and then we'll just do something a little stronger. 15 minutes. Okay. Let's try, never write the same way. You always got to change it up. So easy peasy 15 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daily drawing. Alright, so we're going to sign off for today. That was 15 minutes. It was just so easy. I hope you guys join me, and I hope you guys try one out yourself. But again, if you're ever in a spot you don't know what to draw, start with the date, toss in some weather, grab a few things that are near you, and you're done. Have a great day. And when you're down or when you're bored, get creative. Come join us.